Yeah, so continuing on. Yeah, those trash whippers, they take and roll it up kind of like a bale, which then makes a huge mess, and you got a pile of straw and dirt taller than that black fan there. So today I've had a decent day. I've had ups and downs of the day, and wanted to break my monitor a couple times, but I didn't. So what I mean by that is my auto steer was being dumb, which isn't unusual, and then with that trash balls forming, just kind of aggravates you after a while, because you do more turning around and getting out, kicking out the trash, unplug the planter, get back in, go about another 100 foot, and it does it again. So yeah, you can imagine how that's frustrating. And then one of my other problems today was back there's a silver trash whippers on the very front. Then there goes my gauge wheels, which gauge how deep it goes in the ground, hence the name. And then on your video, it's on the right side, there is a spike wheel, which is used to kind of loosen up the ground beside the seed trench. And then there is a half moon disc on the other side of the seed trench, which, if you can imagine, set a bull upside down on the table and think of that arch on that table, or that bull on the table, and that's basically what those discs are. And what it does is it shoves dirt over the seed trench, and then after both of those, there's a packing wheel on each row unit that comes back in, flattens it over, and kind of packs it. I mean, they call it a packing wheel, but all it really does is smooth everything out. I mean, it packs it a little bit, but it doesn't pack it very much. And so then on the row units, underneath the gauge wheels, there is a firming point and a seed chute. I may have hit on it last week, I can't remember. But the firming point does what it's called. It firms a point in the ground and creates your V channel. Just kind of think of this right here. We'll just use this as a model. A couple. So right here and right here this would be your leading disc. This would be your trailing disc, which they're staggered on the case planners. The John Deeres are leading and leading. Whether it makes a difference or not, I don't know. And then this would be your depth of your trench, which would be about 2.5 inches. I measure it on my finger. I go about right here, my finger, right above that knuckle. That's about 2.5 inches. And basically, then once your seed trench is made, this is your seed chute, which is where your seeds drop into. And then behind your seed chute, you would have your closing disc, or your half moon disc, your spike wheel, and then this would be your packing wheel. Now, not all planters run. Oh, what was that? I don't know. No, my head unit. Or my headset. So not all planters run liquid application behind it. But what I mean by that is liquid application is the tube. So you'll see, I'm going to take you out there. The tube comes out behind the row unit, kind of curls back in and dumps right in the middle of that seed trench after all the closing unit. So that's kind of a general explanation of what to be looking at when I get back there, because it'll be loud, but it's not that loud. So now I'll take you back there and we'll kind of check it out. Oh! Alright. So right here, these doodad finger pinching, you know what, thingy-majiggers, further known as trash whippers. So these here, when I have them down, they spin just like I spun them. Let's stop that before I pinch myself. And basically, when they are all the way down, they clear the trash out of the way. So basically, it'll take and do this, what I'm doing, just a lot faster. And then there's bare ground. And right now, they're in the very top hole. I have them pinned up as high as I can. That's how we always run stubble field. And moving on, don't know if you can see it very well, this is our gauge wheel. This is known as the trailing gauge wheel because it is staggered behind the leading. And the leading's on the other side. And then we'll go down here to my disc. This right here is my leading disc, and this is my trailing. And they meet up right here in the middle and form a nice seed trench. Yeah, you guys can't see it very well. Basically then, underneath all of that, there's a firming point and a seed chute that comes out right behind where the disc split. And I explained what those did in the cab. And then we're moving on to my half moon disc. See if I can get a better light angle. I don't have much, but this is a half moon disc. And then my spike wheel is right back here behind it. And then my packer wheel, like I said. And then my fertilizer application. I'm not touching that because it's sticky. And I'm going to explain now kind of how we get seed. So, see that silver fan, black silver fan there with the hoses coming out of it? What it'll do is it blows air, think of like a leaf blower, but 5 times bigger. It blows air through these tubes down here into my box. These boxes are pressurized, so you don't want to open the lid. I found that out. It blows seed everywhere. But anyways, it splits it into 12 rows, and this box actually goes over there to that side of the planter, and the other one comes over here. But it's the same thing. And then you see all the hoses, so there's 20 or 24. There's 12 hoses coming out of there. Those 12 hoses carry my seed to each one of the rows, and that's how I get seed. This big honker right here, cast iron baby, is used to vacuum my seed to my seed plate. My seed plates are in these row units right here, which I might pop one apart here quick just to show you guys. So this is my seed tube. It delivers seed. And then this is my vacuum hose that I just took off. You can't see it. But anyways, let me carry this up to some light. Will you set there? No. Will you set over here? Yes. Alright. So this right here is my vacuum chamber. I'm going to have to hold this. Maybe not. Alright. So this is my vacuum chamber I'm about to take off. What this does is my vacuum hole is right here, and then it vacuums in that cell. This is my seed plate, which is used to deliver the seed. There's 24 cells in this seed plate. It's a dry land rate seed plate. And basically what happens is the seed gets vacuumed in these holes on the back side, and then it goes a little loopy action, zoom, goes through the singulators, which are these 2 knobs there, comes down, drops out the seed chute, and then it goes down the other seed chute into my groove that was formed in the ground. So, well, that's a pretty good, decent tutorial on basically my planter, and I guess this is my last video, guys.